9 News at 10 starts right now.
A repossession with the kid inside, that's a new one for us.
A child is back home safe with his family after falling asleep in a very unfortunate place. A disgraced DA will likely lose her law license, and now she knows when. An event this weekend, inspired by Dia de los Muertos, is bringing larger-than-life art to Denver.
Winter is coming, it's here. I can't wait to see you all on the slopes. See you out there.
Why wait for let it snow when you can make it snow? Ski areas bust out the snow guns just as a storm rolls into the high country. It's happening. Colorado's getting its first real snow of the season. This is a high country only event, and that is Loveland Ski Area. Metro area is just going to see rain. We watched the seasons change in a couple of hours today. The view here from Lookout Mountain. As the clouds rolled in, rain fell here and there, heavier rain out on the plains tonight. Let's bring in meteorologist Lauren Robinson. This is going to be interesting for people all over the state. It's going to be really impactful for people in southwest Colorado.
That's exactly right. Most of us are just getting some on and off, maybe raindrops or snowflakes, but to the southwest, we're getting some heavy snowfall. Most of the high country, central and northern portions, may be getting a dusting to a couple of inches. To the southwest, we're expecting a couple of feet. It's going to be quite a bit of snow across the San Juans. Other areas getting maybe half a foot to a foot. Still high totals in other areas across the winter weather advisory, and that's going to be maybe eastern portions of the San Juans into the Sangre de Cristos, the Watch Mountains, the Wet Mountains, Pikes Peak, all of these areas expecting some heavy snow and gusty winds. So we're watching for that blowing snow to create that whiteout conditions. Very terrible travel over the weekend. Now, as we take a look at our live radar, though, the middle of the state starting to dry out. We still have that heavy snow to the southwest and then heavy rain off to the east. Denver is going to stay dry as we go through the rest of the evening with some early rain shower chances tomorrow. So coming up in my full forecast, we're going to talk more about those early shower chances tomorrow. We're going to start to dry out a bit with more seasonal temperatures Sunday, and then we're back to sunny, mild weather next week. All of those details for you just ahead.
Parents' worst nightmare this morning for a family staying in a motel in Lakewood. Their 11-year-old was suddenly missing, along with their vehicle. 9 News reporter Ria Jaws here with that. And first off, we should say kid is safe. Ria, he was sleeping in that car when it got repoed and towed.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just a quick vehicle repossession for the tow truck driver, and that turned into an unintentional kidnapping. I spoke with John Romero with Lakewood Police, who said they haven't seen this one before. Some naps are just too good to be interrupted.
It did not wake the kid at all, and he slept all the way through.
It was the kind of sleep only an 11-year-old who stayed up all night playing video games could manage.
The kid had been playing Fortnite all through the night and early this morning. Since they knew they were going on a road trip today.
His parents let him sleep while they finished washing their clothes in the hotel. Cozied up in the back of this car. Yes, that one. The one that's attached to the back of that tow truck.
When we arrived, there was a mother who was screaming that her son had been taken. Immediately, out of abundance of caution, we treated it as a kidnapping.
What they thought was a kidnapping was actually a kid napping.
Probably just looked like a shadow back there. The child was wearing all black clothing and was sleeping in the back seat with a big black blanket over him as well. So the driver was just as surprised, I think, as the child was when we showed up.
Unknowing of each other's presence for the whole 20-minute drive to the tow yard.
He had not woken up yet. We actually had to bang on the window to get him to wake up, and he did not know where he was. He wasn't sure what had happened because he had slept the whole time.
Police got him back to his family safe and sound and sleepy.
And he admitted himself to our sergeant that he's a very heavy sleeper. He said he sleeps pretty hard.
Must have been one heck of a dream.
Probably Fortnite.
The tow truck driver will not be facing any charges. Lakewood PD says it was a legal repossession and an honest mistake. Ria Jha, 9 News.
Absolutely wild. Police arrested 3 people after a shooting in Broomfield that led to a chase and a crash this afternoon. Police say several shots were fired from one car at another. It's in the area of Northwest Parkway and US 36. A bullet grazed one person. No one else was hurt. The 2 women and 1 man involved then led police on a chase that ended near 63rd and Sheridan in Arvada. Investigators say they don't believe anybody else was involved. A DPD sergeant faces a felony menacing charge for a road rage incident in Commerce City. Jason Brake is accused of pointing a gun at another driver when they both pulled over to each call 911 to report each other. Police say it happened while the 57-year-old was off duty October 3rd. He was wearing a Denver police shirt and hat at the time. The other driver involved was not cited. The officer went on administrative leave. The district attorney who prosecuted the much-watched Barry Morphew murder case is likely to lose her law license and her job November 1st. Today, a judge declined to let Linda Stanley stay in office till the end of her term in January. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger has been following her fall from grace for a series of ethical lapses. Mark?
Yeah, it's been going on for a while, Kyle. Linda Stanley was disbarred last month by a branch of the Colorado Supreme Court for a long list of ethical violations, including launching a secret investigation into the judge in the Morphew case. So now, without a license, she can't be district attorney. Stanley had asked the court to delay her punishment until mid-January so that she could finish her term. She said she needed the money from her job to pay her legal fees and fines. Today, that ask was denied. There is a chance that she can still appeal that decision to the Colorado Supreme Court, though we're not sure if she will. I spoke with the former judge in the Morphew case earlier this week, who Stanley launched that secret investigation into.
That's what makes this more egregious. This was an elected DA, the head of the district attorney's office. I mean, she's arguably the most powerful, influential law enforcement authority within this judicial district. So to have
The governor's office tells me tonight that the 11th Judicial District Court will decide who fills her role for the last couple of months before a new district attorney takes office in January. Mark Salinger, 9 News.
Big day at 3 ski resorts in the high country as they started snowmaking. This is the view from Loveland Ski Area this morning. Arapahoe Basin and Keystone also fired up the snow guns today. Keystone says it's working to open about 2 miles of skiing and riding.
Hi everyone, Shannon Bueller here, Keystone Resort, Vice President and General Manager. As you can see, we've started making snow. Thanks to our incredible snowmaking team, our state-of-the-art snowmaking system. Winter is coming, it's here. I can't wait to see you all on the slopes. See you out there.
She is excited. We're told she's new there. The start to snowmaking is a bit later than most years because of the summer-like weather that we have seen in September and October. September down here in Denver was the warmest ever recorded. A group of artists with Mexican roots hope to break through misconceptions about Dia de los Muertos. They have social media traction now, and they're hoping to break records with the sculptures that they make by hand. Here's our Angeline McCall.
There's so much meaning in their culture and their traditions that they know they need to share the significance this year with people in Denver.
Entonces nosotros es lo que de alguna manera representar lo que es nuestro país, nuestra tradición.
The artists working are from Mexico City.
Mojamos el papel con engrudo, que es harina con agua.
Their expression through art to celebrate Dia de los Muertos.
Rescatar esa tradición del Día de Muertos a través de este arte, que es la cartonería.
Cartonería is an artwork using cardboard.
Sí, una terapia y pues también es parte de la convivencia que tenemos como familia.
Es mi chichón de papel.
The 4 artists here are all related. They started decorating their home for Halloween, and their neighbors noticed.
Comenzamos nosotros haciéndolo de forma familiar, de forma simbólica para nosotros, pero posteriormente fuimos viendo la necesidad de poder hacer otras piezas de cartonería.
Here in Colorado, they're creating Catrinas, a symbol of the holiday, done the traditional way.
No es el chiste de la cultura mexicana, ¿no? La cultura mexicana precisamente es algo bello poder hacer todo artesanalmente, pero también nos gusta aprovechar eso pues, para difundir la cultura del Día de Muertos, ¿no? Que es realmente una cultura que hoy en día se ha estado perdiendo.
Lost, often because of misconceptions.
Creo que hay mucha confusión, porque creen que es algo malo o hasta algo satánico, ¿no? Porque, o que estás festejando que la muerte o que alguien se murió. No, al contrario, estamos celebrando la vida, porque es una tradición de respeto, de recordarlos, de decir que los tenemos siempre en la mente y en el corazón.
To share the meaning, that's why the organizers brought them here.
Yeah, hearing people describe it as Mexican Halloween, I will say that it was more of a personal feeling. I felt that it wasn't right to sit here and say, how dare you refer to it as Mexican Halloween. but then not giving those people the opportunity to learn a little bit about it.
Me ayuda a sacar esas piezas que ya están.
And with more exposure, they hope more education.
That's why Catrinas en Mi Ciudad exists, because we hope to showcase the most authentic and real of what the celebration is.
Cuida, 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 René.
After 3 weeks of work, the Catrinas are complete for people to see in downtown Denver.
Sí, yo también espero eso y espero también que podamos de alguna manera comunicarnos con ellos y resolver todas las dudas que tengan en cuanto a la tradición del Día de Muertos y en cuanto al trabajo que nosotros hacemos de cartonería.
Sharing the tradition of Dia de los Muertos from the people who know it best.
Pues que la gente vea un poco del arte, de la tradición del Día de Muertos y que disfruten nuestro trabajo porque aparte está hecho con mucho amor, mucho cariño para todos. ¡Ay, qué padrísimo!
And now, when you drive by on Spear, you'll know. The tallest Katrina they made is about 20 feet tall. You can see it at Sculpture Park right outside the DCPA there. They're going to have an event there, noon to 6 tomorrow.